whether it is connecting to the remote sites using the Arista Next-Generation Firewall, or if a user wants to connect to a corporate network, or if you want to privately access the internet using various service providers. Best option is to use, of course, the virtual private network, the features which are, of course, available in Arista Next-Generation Firewall. So let me show you, we will be configuring the private internet access in Arista Next-Generation Firewall. And if you go here to apps, so OpenVPN, of course, I will cover that also, but we will be talking about the Tunnel VPN. So we can create a tunnel between our network and external network. So you can connect to private internet access using Tunnel VPN. So I'll first of all go into Tunnel VPN and I'll enable Tunnel VPN. Now you can see here, whatever tunnels are connected right now, it will show you here. And here you can define the tunnels. Right now you can see here there is no tunnel defined. We will create a tunnel here and then we will define the rule that which users will be able to connect to that tunnel. Finally, we'll be able to see the logs. So I'll go to tunnel here and I'll create the first tunnel and I will name it, for example, PIA VPN SG. So this will be for Singapore. Provider, you will choose here custom OVPN file with username and password. This is what we are going to use. The moment you enter here, it will ask you, of course, for the username and password. So how you can get it, of course, I have provided the details also here. If you go to Arista Next-Generation Firewall, I have provided in the virtual private network section. If you click here in virtual private network, so here is the detail available. Click this. This is my personalized page and here you can get the private internet access, and of course it is very cheap service. So once you have the user ID and password, you will come here and you will click on the resources and download the OpenVPN configurations. Once you download the OpenVPN configurations, these configurations will look like this. So you will have all these OpenVPN configurations available here. So whatever network you want to connect to, whatever location you want to connect to, I'll be connecting to Singapore. For example, if I try to ping sg.privacy.network, so you will see here that it is giving me the latency 163 ms, which is the nearest to my location, in fact. So I'll be using Singapore here. So you will see there is a Singapore file available here in this. You can, of course, use any private internet access file which is nearest to your location. So I'll go back. It is asking for the VPN configuration. First, you have to provide the user ID and password. So I'll copy the user ID, paste it here, copy the password, paste it here, and select the VPN configuration file. So I'll be connecting to Singapore and I will choose from the OpenVPN configuration, Singapore. And here you go. Now the configuration is loaded. I will simply click on done. So here you can see the tunnel name is PIA VPN SG, which is Singapore. Username is this, and the provider is custom OVPN user ID and password. Save it. The moment you save it, it will start connecting, and you can see here the configuration is imported successfully and settings are saved. Now, if I go to status, you will see here that tunnel ID is 200. PIA VPN SG, it is connected right now and I am getting the response. What you need to do now, of course, you need to now bypass your gateway. So I want the traffic of some specific IPs to pass through this specific gateway. I'll simply click on rules and I will create a new rule, add, and it will be connect to SG gateway. Click here, add condition. I will see source address. Source address is 172.16. I will give my IP address 12. So I will add 1.12. A destination tunnel will be route normally or it will be PIA VPN Singapore. So now this particular IP address will be connected to SG. So I can, of course, define the range also. I can define a complete network also. So I will just click done and click save and just bring this on top. Of course, no other rule is enabled right now. Only this rule is enabled. So I will bring this on top. So now what is happening? Let me try to see what's my IP.conf. You can see here the country is Singapore. So let me try to add another configuration here. I will just do the Tunnel VPN, add a new Tunnel VPN, and this time it will be, suppose again, the OpenVPN with username and password. Same username and password I will be entering here. This time I will be connecting with US East here, and the moment I add, I will just mention here USA East, and here I'll mention PIA VPN dash. So done, and I'll just save it here. I will go back here to status now, and you will see here that this has got connected. And the moment it is connected, of course, now I can go back to rules, and I will change for this specific IP address again. Instead of PIA VPN SG, I will do PIA VPN USA East. Save. Yes. The gateway for this particular device is now changed. So if I go back again here, refresh this now, it should connect to USA instead of Singapore. Let me check that. Here you go. You can see that it has now connected. So this is how you can use the private internet access with Arista using the Tunnel VPN. Tunnel VPN is extremely simple and easy. So I will go back here again to the rules, and I will disable this. I don't want to connect to gateway. This was just for the tutorial. Now I will be connected again back to my normal network. So this was all about using the Tunnel VPN to connect to private internet access. Right now we have connected 2 tunnels. I will simply go here and I will disable these both tunnels and save. Now you will see in status, the tunnels are disconnected because these are disabled. Of course, you can add as many as tunnels you want. And this is extremely easy. I have been using pfSense for this. pfSense is much better, but configuration is not user-friendly. But trust me, Arista Next-Generation Firewall is extremely simple and easy to configure. So let us continue to next video now. We'll look at other aspects of Arista Next-Generation Firewall.